Hello, I'm JLan, and this is my audience. "15 years ago, on my birthday, I ran from the top steps of my house down to my living room. I looked on the table and I saw a box. And in that box was something that would change my life forever. A magic kit. And in that magic kit was a simple set of cups and balls. Today, I am going to reveal the secrets behind magic's long-lasting history and why it's an incredibly important practice for people of all ages. First, I will astound you with the history of magic. Secondly, we will conjure up the fascinating history of the infamous trick, the cups and balls. And lastly, I will pull back the curtain on my personal connection to the art of magic. Let's start by peeking at the history of magic, including the first recorded history, the rise in popularity of stage performances, and where magic is today. Magic has been practiced all around the world, and as far as history goes, some historians have dated it back as far as 5,000 years ago. American Museum of Magic, November 17, 2010 states that details of a magician named Dedi were found in an Egyptian papyrus dating back to 2500 BCE, marking the beginning of a long-lasting and forever adapting art form. For centuries, magic had been grounded in the themes of the occult and the supernatural. However, it didn't stay like this forever. PBS, January 24th, 2000 states that John Eugene Robert Houdin was the father of modern magic. After accidentally receiving a set of books on conjuring, he created a performance, stripping away the jest and introducing a gentleman's act grounded in reality. And since Robert Houdin's act in the 19th century, magic has continued to evolve. Lou Serrano, August 20th, 2024 states that magic today continues to thrive with performers such as JLan, who use social media platforms to further his audience. And though magic continues to evolve, the wonder it brings will remain timeless. Now that I've mystified you with the history of magic, let's demonstrate one of the oldest tricks in the book by looking at the history of the cups and balls. The cups and balls routine has been around for millennia, so I'll be discussing the origin, how they are used, and the health benefits of performing the cups and balls. The first use of the cups and balls is not presently known, though the first recorded use can be dated back to around 65 CE, found in Roman letters. Loeb Classical Library translated these letters in 1917, which detailed that the cups and balls, or the juggler's cups and dice as they were referred to, were often a good distraction and a form of entertainment of the time. Now, entertainment is not the only use for the cups and balls, though they can be very entertaining. Medium, August 2nd, 2023 discusses how the cups and balls can be used as a scam. It starts by taking a ball from one cup, putting it into another, and flipping the cup over, and asking the question how many balls are under the cup. You might think it's one, but you're wrong. It's two. And now that I have you distracted, I could have someone steal anything, like money. Now, entertainment is not the only use, and it may be good for a bit of mischief as well. But magic is also incredibly useful for mental health. NLM December 6, 2018 reports that magic tricks such as the cups and balls were successfully used in the medical field to reduce anxiety, create a rapport between physicians and patients, and introduce a positive connection between younger patients and a better cognitive function, critical thinking, and fine motor skills. And now that I've revealed the secrets behind the history of the cups and balls, let's move on to our final act, where I discuss my personal connection to magic. My whole life has been imbued with magic, so let me take you on stage and show you that magic, from the day I was born to one of my greatest performances, and how magic has played an important part in my future. Starting on the day I was born, my dad, who has been a magician for over 40 years now, had accurately predicted the exact day that I would be born, April 7th. From then on, it was clear that magic would play an important part in my life growing up and even now. Every step of the way, my dad had tried to get me hooked onto magic, and he was successful on my 6th birthday when he bought me my first magic kit. I then went on to learn even more tricks, and when I was 10, during the opening of my parents' art foundation, I performed in front of a large crowd, including at the time, the mayor of Ventura. Since then, I've continued to perform shows, both solo and partner with the man who got me into magic, my father. Magic continues to be an important part of my life, as it has always offered me numerous opportunities through jobs and social interactions. I have found that magic is a great icebreaker, especially in those awkward situations. And overall, even if it's not my career, magic has still offered me many skills that will help me in my future. Today, we went on a magical journey through the history of magic. We then conjured up a magical insight into the history of the cups and balls. And lastly, we shone some light on my connection to the art form of magic. We took a sneak peek at the history and the benefits that the magic's performance can have on everyone. And magic is an ever-evolving art form, but one thing that will never change is the wondrous feeling that is sparked when you perform or watch magic. So I encourage anyone listening to this speech to go out and introduce that magic into your life. Let the impossible become possible. Thank you.